Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Rick. The video today from Financial Coffee Channel. Women can't get jobs to save their lives. Nobody wants to hire them. Please like, subscribe below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow. Showtime.
I just walked out of my job. And I'm not crying because of that. I'm crying because of what happened after. My job is super stressful, and it's been like physically affecting me for the last few months, and I just really had enough. Your health is number one and should always be number one. Nobody should be working a job that you're miserable in just for like financial
Oh, shut the fuck up, you pansies.
stability. You shouldn't. I'm ready for the next chapter of my life, and I need to stop crying.
I did it. I just quit. It was so awkward, but he was like, may I know the reason? I said, yes, because I am not gonna be able to work in a hostile work environment. And he was like, what's the hostile work environment? I'm like, well, the way you were talking to me, like, that's not okay. That's not okay. Like, you can't talk to me like that. He's like, well, we take things very seriously around here, and da-da-da-da. And I said, and I do too. And there's nicer ways of communicating that. And I was just doing exactly what my trainer was doing. And he was just like, okay, well, all right, well, I'll just take your scans, and like, you know, can you send me an email stating that you're no longer going to work here? I'm like, yeah, I can do that. And I can state in the email that this is a hostile work environment.
I'm a little pansy bitch that when someone tells me something I don't like, I feel like I'm a victim.
And I don't appreciate it. So, all right. I got things to
Really?
do. All right, bye.
How much do women want to be men? Really? They're gonna go, like that? Really? Really? Why didn't you just find a backup plan during that whole period of time? Instead of just making TikTok videos.
Yesterday was the first day at my new job, and I literally just quit this morning.
So quitting their jobs for stupid reasons is just part of the flaky nature. Women are quitters, so we should not be surprised at all. Whenever they make a decision, it's based on however they feel at the moment. If or when those feelings and emotions change, they change their mind as well.
I just
True.
quit my job.
Like, can you guys imagine being an employer, hiring someone, they came in on the first day and then quit immediately because it was too hard or whatever it was? Yeah, you probably wouldn't want to hire women either.
I feel so free. It is insane, but I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I don't. But it feels so good.
Quitting your job is
I don't think I've ever heard of toxic jobs until women got into the workforce, right? I don't think men have ever complained about toxic jobs. Yeah, the job sucks, but I don't think we've ever said toxic.
Already hard enough to muster up the courage to do it in person, but doing it only after working somewhere for 1 week is arguably way harder. If you're watching this video without seeing the first one and you're like, why did you quit your job in a week? So I basically went in on Friday morning, and of course my boss was running late that day, so I was sitting there literally shaking. I also drove around the back roads near the office for probably 15 minutes, just having a full-blown panic attack. When my boss came in, I just walked into his office and I was like, can I talk to you for a second? And he was like, sure, what's up? And then I was like, can I shut the door? And he was like, okay.
I'm about to quit my job right now. This is your sign to quit your
Like, they actually never explain anything other than the job is toxic, I don't like it, my mental health.
job and not put your 2 weeks. I'm about to drop off my uniform and quit right now, and I'm so nervous, guys. I'm literally outside. I'm literally about to quit,
And you see, guys, there's actually a lot of Asian women on here, right? Yeah, Asians are failing just as the same rate as all other Americans, at least Asian women.
so nervous right now. Some things happened, and I think the best decision is to quit. Guys, I don't know what to do. I'm so nervous. I'm like breathing in and out.
I'm gonna be okay. Nervous. I'm literally about to quit my job right now. Holy crap. Holy crap.
Again, the things that they post, quitting their jobs, like all these little stupid things that they seem to be so proud of, going to pay rent for the first time. Oh, you guys are just so strong and independent, quitting your job.
I quit and I'm literally shaking. I left my hydro flask in there, so before I quit I was like, I need my hydro flask, and then I just gave them my uniform. So yeah, I just quit. Now I'm gonna job search because I want to have a fun summer. I don't want to have a broke summer. I'm literally still shaking. I can't believe I did that. Like, it doesn't matter. It's, if you gotta do what you gotta do, it's okay. I literally can't believe I quit. I cannot believe I quit right now. I'm gonna process it for a minute, but damn.
Oh, women.
She literally said the word literally like 10 times. Okay, before we get started, men quit their job too. So it's not just women, but for the most part, when men quit their jobs, it's because the pay is bad or because we found a better paying job.
True.
We don't quit our jobs because of a quote unquote toxic work environment, a hostile environment, or for our mental health, or because we are not happy. All those excuses is a luxury that only women can afford, but men can't.
This is your sign to quit your job. I've just quit my full-time job and I've got no plan, no money, no next.
And it's only willy women that can do this. Quit their job with no plan, no nothing. Just off of your whim. And they'll be perfectly fine majority of the time because they got fathers, brothers, boyfriends, simps. Gonna take care of them.
Job, but I feel free, away from toxicity. Woo! I feel like free, and I'm sweating and I'm shaking because I was dead nervous. I was like, I'm leaving. Dramatic exit from me, like, it's so standard. You know what, I needed to make an exit like that though, because like, you in there, I'm just like, oh yeah, like, they think that I won't say it. I was like, it's toxic, the victimization, fuck off, I'm leaving, I'm never coming back.
Victimization?
Am I okay? With no plan. I'm like Phoebe when she's like, I don't even have a plur. That's me. I don't know. If anyone's got any jobs that they
Might have
wanna
thought
send me,
about that before you
I'd
quit.
appreciate it, but I feel free. I've got a month to find a job, maybe a bit more.
This whole feeling free when you don't have a job and you're looking for a job, I'm almost positive these women don't have enough savings to cover a lot of these things too. How is it free to be struggling for a month? How is it?
Oh, I'm not bothered. Like, I'm over it. I was like, I'm done. And then they were like, no, we don't want you to leave. I was like, should have thought about that when you were being horrible to me. Yeah. My mental,
Really?
It's not worth my mental health. No. Bye-bye. Take this as a sign.
So women quit their job because of a toxic work environment, okay? They also quit it because of a hostile work environment or because of their mental health. Okay, I get it. Now, I have a question for the ladies. What the hell is a toxic work environment? Or what is a hostile work environment? Because it seems like that's the main reason why all these women are quitting their jobs.
I tell you, brother, it's just work. Any work to them is a hostile work environment. That's the problem for these ladies. Any inkling of doing something of value hurts them.
They also quit for their mental health. I'm sorry, but are these jobs so stressful that they take a toll on your mental health? I'm trying to understand what is so bad about those jobs that it affects your mental health.
Anybody randomly quit their job before without any backup plan? Yes, me, like 4 times, because I am the queen of quitting my jobs. And here is what I've learned.
Only women
Most
can
of
do
us
this.
who do this thing are doing it to protect our peace for our mental health, because you can't just stand working in a toxic work environment. But have you thought about how not having a job, not having any money is also going to affect your mental health? Like, that really is difficult, especially if you have to move back home or things like that. That is going to affect you mentally too. So here's what I would advise you if you hate your job and you really, really want to quit. Don't quit without a backup plan. Don't do that. Don't do that thing, right?
Smart girl.
When women quit their jobs, they don't have a plan. They just do what makes them feel good at the moment. Most of the time, women act on their emotions. There is no planning, there is no analysis, it's just feelings and emotions. On the other hand, when men quit their jobs, the majority of the time, there is already another job lined up and with a better pay. I also noticed that when women quit their jobs, they already have a vacation plan. Oh, by the way, women are very good at planning vacations and girls trip. They celebrate what they call a liberation. Liberation from what, ladies?
They have divorce parties. They have breakup parties. They just love being free.
Men don't have that luxury because we have to figure out how to pay those bills and provide for our family. And we also know that the cavalry is not coming to our rescue.
So I have quit my job 2 times in the past 3 years. Both times I didn't necessarily have a plan. Because I was leaving due to my mental health, I did not have time to plan, and I literally only had $6,000, and I made that stretch for literally 6 months. And I was paying for everything on my own except my phone bill.
Shut the fuck up, you lying whore. There's no way you stretched out $6,000 for 6 months on your own without any other help. Lies.
Maybe.
The realities of quitting your job to travel that nobody will tell you about. Number one, you will feel anxious. Because you are so used to having a routine. You're so used to getting up and going to the gym and seeing the same colleagues and doing the same thing every day and probably every weekend, more or less. And suddenly that routine is gone. Change makes you feel anxious. That's normal. Accept it. Number two, it will take you a little while to decompress. You can't just get on that plane and expect to go traveling and feel hunky-dory the next day. Take you a bit of time. Probably be thinking about the project that you left open-ended or whatever it might be that you left behind. Allow yourself to just have those couple of weeks at the beginning of your trip to decompress and know that you're not going to...
Just allow yourself to ignore all of your responsibilities that you've ever given yourself this whole time or was given to you and just and be happy.
To feel 100% carefree as soon as you step on that plane. You probably will at some point have doubts that you've done the right thing or the wrong thing. You might have a bout of food poisoning and suddenly regret every decision you've ever made to go traveling, or you might feel a bit lonely or a bit scared or a bit anxious and question why you're doing what you're doing. Just remember that you have moments of anxiety even when you're at home, and that doesn't change just because you go traveling. You might feel scared about money. You might feel scared about the amount you're spending and potentially not having any income to replace it. You earn that money. You were the one that made this decision to go traveling. Spend it. The meaning of rich is what you make it. So you could be rich with experiences rather than money. That's really cool. The freedom to do...
I don't want to struggle when I'm an old motherfucker and I got no money. But I've been well traveled. I've seen the world, but I'm struggling to even keep myself alive when I'm old. Come on.
Whatever you want to do with your days could bring up a feeling of purposelessness, or just having a bit of a slower day could make you feel a bit guilty. Totally chill to just relax and have no structure. And
I do admit, on those chill days for me, I do feel a little guilty. Me just sitting there relaxing, watching, anime, an episode of anime or something. I always feel, fuck, I need to get my ass off, get off my ass and do something.
And enjoy this time you have without structure and routine. Remember, you've given up your job to do this. So enjoy that freedom because it doesn't last forever.
But to be honest with you guys, the simple fact that women are quitting their jobs should not surprise us at all. Why do I say that? Well, because women are very flaky by nature. They are quitters. I'm pretty sure that every man can relate to this scenario, okay? So you're a guy, right? And you meet a girl somewhere, maybe on a dating app or wherever. It could be from school, from church, it doesn't matter. And you really like her. You get her number and you invite her on a date. Let's say today is Monday, right? And you both agree to meet on Saturday at 6 p.m. on a date. Then around 4:30 p.m. that Saturday, you are very excited as you are getting ready for your date. And then you send a text to the girl and it goes like this. Hey, I'm really excited to see you today at 6.
But...
And then you wait. No response. When it's almost 6 p.m., you send her another text just to confirm the date. But guess what, guys? You still have no response from her. And then she never showed up for the date. She just flaked on you. Guys, women do this to their female friends as well. So never get upset when they flake on you. So quitting their jobs for stupid reasons is just part of the flaky nature. Women are quitters, so we should not be surprised at all. Whenever they make a decision, it's based on however they feel at the moment. If or when those feelings and emotions change, they change their mind as well. Don't get mad at them for that.
The grit thing I talk about, yeah, women have horrible grit. As soon as they get knocked down, they don't get back up most of the time. They stay down and be upset at everything around them that caused them to be down.
And don't hate them for that either. Just be aware of it and act accordingly.
I quit a job that I liked to escape my burnout. I enjoyed the nature of the job, but I hated the way I felt doing it. So I thought the only way to escape the overwhelm was to go to an easier job. I just figured all of these high visibility roles came with this inescapable stress, and the only way to have any balance in your life was to do something easier. So I fled out of desperation and overlooked all the red flags, which in my case was a job that would very obviously and quickly bore me. And what do you know? 1 week in, I'm like, why did I do this? I had a ton of mundane work. I made it very apparent that I had no boundaries because I was just overcommitting all day long, which meant I was overwhelmed with work I didn't even enjoy. So what's the issue here? The issue was I could escape the job, but I couldn't escape the real problem. It was me. I was the problem.
Just quit that job.
My girl.
Just quit that job and it feels so good. It feels amazing. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Like, I thought I would feel sad quitting the job I cried and prayed for, but I really don't. I feel kind of like in like a sense of like.
It's just so cringy that these women make videos of quitting their jobs, how excited and giddy or how sad and worried and anxious they are. Why did you do it in the first place?
Like a relief that I'm leaving, a sense of relief that I don't have to be in like this hyper bullying, soft girl bullying environment. It makes me feel so excited for the next phase of my life because something my spirit is telling me that this is finna be amazing. So let us be your sign. If you're fresh out of college or whatever, quit that job that you cried and prayed for, and if it's not what you thought it would be, we're literally too young to stick in one place. We're too young. Your career is what you make it, not what one company makes it. So
Now, I'm very honored. And I say it not because I want to be politically correct. I really mean it. And from the very bottom of my heart. And here's why. Some viewers not only enjoy my videos, but they find the advice that I'm giving to be very helpful. It really warms my heart. All Hell M is this channel's biggest supporter. And I really had no idea that the advice that I was giving in my videos could be life-changing for him and for other people. I will keep doing my best to provide as much useful advice as I can. So to all Hell M and to everybody that supports my content, thank you very much for the support.
Financial Coffee Channel, of course what you do matter. Of course what you do teaches us. I learn a lot from your channel too, brother. I love that we get different takes from different immigrants, different backgrounds, different skin, different accents. More men joining in this smorgasbord of women fuckery, it's the better, because we've all gone through different experiences. We all have slightly different takes. That's the great thing about all of our takes. It's slightly different enough to where if you listen to Financial Coffee and then you listen to me, you're gonna like, oh, I like how maybe Red says it, but Financial Coffee Channel, he got it. He knows what he's talking about. I like how he presents it, which is wonderful. This is exactly why I love featuring people like Financial Coffee Channel. Please like, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.